A migraine isn't just a headache. It's something that completely debilitates you. You end up in the dark, kind of hiding from the world and from the light and any movement at all. I had my very first migraine when I was 21. It was back in 2007. It was only one day, and after that, when I got headaches, they would last for a week or a month or 2 months, and then eventually I got one that just wouldn't go away. You know, it's interesting when you have to kind of dismantle your life piece by piece because of something out of your control. You know, first it's, you know, all the fun things go because that's extra. And then you have to cut back at work because you can't focus. And then eventually you just end up, you know, you can't go anywhere, you can't do anything, you're just at home, and then you can't even do anything at home. You're just laying down, and then you kind of feel like you're a little bit useless.
You know, you feel powerless to the point where, you know, you come home every day and you see your wife suffering, but there's really not much you can do.
And I ended up trying, I think, over 90 medications, and I would go to the hospital almost every day for outpatient treatment, and I was also admitted, I think, nearly 7 times for longer stays to try and break the headache. And unfortunately, none of them were successful.
I just could not swallow the fact that this was going to be her life. I just couldn't take that. So we had to keep looking.
We, you know, get her seen by the specialists and the folks with all the knowledge, and it really made no difference. And at that point, it was kind of like, well, wait a minute, if they don't know what this is, you know, what are we going to do now?
So we were just going day by day. There wasn't any new leads. We didn't know what to do, and eventually I ended up at my local neurologist for another checkup, and she handed us an article and said, "I saw this and I thought of you. I don't know if it'll work. It's a new surgery they just came out with. It's not been studied, but you fit the criteria and you may want to look into it." When I woke up from surgery, it was pretty incredible because the pain that had been, you know, just throbbing really right here in the front of my head was gone. When they did the surgery, they found out that instead of having 1 nerve above each eye, I actually had 3 on the side and 8 on this side. So besides just having a nerve that was compressed on each side of my head causing the problem, I had an anatomic variation that may just run in my family or just be a genetic variation with me. But it kind of maybe increased the problem that I had and maybe made the headache more difficult or maybe more severe than just if I had had, you know, the normal 1 nerve on each side.
It's really amazing, the people that have come together. You just absolutely, I'm totally floored that so many people have come forward and were willing to help out.
We all, as a family, would like to thank the people that have gone the extra mile putting this benefit together. You know, Ben is always there. He's always incredible. He always just makes everything come together, you know, so nicely. We love Ben. And the anonymous donor that is doing the rental for Schindler tonight, I think that's incredibly generous, and we'd like to thank that person, whomever they are. Sarah Dara's been great, Joy Fosnot with the silent auction,
with the flyers.
Amanda Grieve. There's just so many people that have helped. Janet Mingus with the basket raffles. It's just, everyone's just amazing. So thank the worship team for playing tonight, and
and all those that we've forgotten or don't know of that have done something that we're totally unaware of. The home groups, all of them had a role to play, and the generosity of all those folks with their time and their effort and their money, and it's overwhelming, really.
I know the prayer support has really meant a lot to me, you know, both at church and at my work, and just my family and friends, everybody has really come together to lift the situation up, and it really, I think, has kind of held us all together. Kind of say sometimes I feel like I've been living on prayer for the last 14 months because I don't think we could have done it without it.